I'm Amanda, and I'm a teacher with Yoga for Change. Welcome to today's practice, which is a yoga brain break. So I actually love the brain. I think it's pretty interesting, but sometimes the brain is a little bit hard to imagine. So I use my hand to make a model. So when you're using your hand model for the brain, kind of represents it like this. So this is the front part of your brain, the inside of your brain, and your brainstem. And so the inside of your brain and brainstem, those are kind of like your downstairs brain. The inside, or the limbic system, controls your feelings. And way down here in the brainstem, that's in charge of things that you don't actually really need to think about, like all the functions of your organs and everything, and all the breathing you do while you're sleeping, and you don't have to think. And then up here, this part of the brain, right here on my hand, this is the upstairs part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is your thinking brain. And so sometimes, I know for me, sometimes I get really big feelings. So like big angry feelings, big sad feelings, all kinds of big feelings. And all that downstairs brain is in charge of all your big feelings. And it turns off upstairs thinking brain. So what we do with yoga and breathing practices and meditation and all that good stuff is we practice turning upstairs brain back on. So when you gasp, stressed out, downstairs brain is on. And then when you relax, sigh, upstairs brain can come back on, because that's your body saying, oh, I can rest, I can think again. So let's do this practice. Inhale. We see we're having big feelings and downstairs brain is on, and then exhale, turning upstairs brain back on. Inhale, notice the feelings, and exhale, turn on upstairs brain. So the next time you're having some really big emotions, just remember that hand model of the brain. Notice if it's your downstairs brain in control. Take a couple of breaths to turn back on upstairs brain. But that's not the only tool. Another tool you can use is the butterfly hug. So here is my butterfly. You're just crossing hand over hand, connecting the thumbs together so you got the butterfly's body and you got the wings. And then press them kind of just below your collarbone. And then tap one wing and the other a couple times. And you can do this while taking some deep breaths. You don't have to do it for very long. It's just a little butterfly hug. And what the butterfly hug is, when you're tapping, so you're tapping your right hand against your left side, your left hand against your right side, and what that does is it's connecting the two hemispheres of your brain. I told you, I really do like brains. So what that does is it calms your nervous system. It tells you you're safe, you're relaxed, and if you don't like the butterfly, you can also do one arm or the other. You can do one knee or the other. Just that little bit of connection to calm your body down and give your brain time to chill. One more tool we can do with our hands is hand breathing. So take one finger, place it on the base of your thumb. So it's where your thumb meets your wrist. And then inhale up the thumb. Exhale down. Inhale up the first finger. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And then you've taken 5 big breaths. So check in after you've taken those 5 breaths. Notice, how am I feeling? Am I feeling okay? And maybe you need 5 more breaths. Maybe you're still in your downstairs brain, you're still feeling your feelings. So maybe 5 more breaths is what you need, but you have a handy dandy finger counter, so you don't even have to keep track. You can just go up and down each time. Check in and see if you need to start again. One last exercise we can do with our fingers is just a finger counting breath. So we're gonna inhale and we're gonna count to 4, and then we're gonna slowly extend our exhales. And the reason we do this is because the exhales are what tell our brain to move into rest and digest mode. And if anybody else loves brain science, I love brain science. Fight or flight is your sympathetic nervous system, and rest and digest is your parasympathetic nervous system, and they work together. We need both of them because, you know, maybe if you have to run from a tiger or do something super stressful, you gotta save your friend who just stepped into the road and wasn't paying attention, you need your sympathetic nervous system to act really quickly without thinking, because that upstairs brain is super smart but much slower than the reflexes in the downstairs brain. So it's okay to use that sympathetic nervous system when you need to spring into action, and that's why we gasp when we're scared, because we might need to spring into action. But most of the time, we don't need to be in fight or flight. We actually do a lot better in our bodies and our brains if we're in rest and digest mode. So we're gonna slowly use our breath to move from fight or flight into rest and digest. So go ahead and get comfortable. You can be seated, standing, laying down. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna use our fingers, and with each count, pressing a finger to the thumb. So we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Take a moment just to check in, notice how you're feeling, and remember that you always have these tools available when you need to give your brain a little break and turn from downstairs brain to upstairs brain. And I hope it helps. Hope to see you again soon, friends.